Guys, baba ni baba na mama ni simba. These words are supposed to be from the beautiful lady from Laikipia, Kate Warogoro, when she paid a courtesy call at Capitol Hill to see Baba. It must be remembered that Kate Warogoro is a really Simba in the Tanga Tanga movement. To be more precise, Simba Marara. At one time with a serious tiff with the luminaries, including Francis Atwoli. Kate Warogoro talked about national unity, talked about the evils of tribalism, mentioning that she didn't know, or she hadn't known, that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga had bought President Mwai Kibaki his first car when he came from Makerere. That's wonderful, Warogoro. Talking of Warogoro brings Waiguru. Anne Waiguru has been impeached by Kirinyaga County Assembly. And I'm going to look at this impeachment to tell a story about the politics of this country. But before talking about Anne Waiguru, the Simba Marara of Kirinyaga and Central, let's talk about the Simba Marara from Laikipia, that she has come to Baba, and of course by extension to Uhuru Kenyatta. Whether she has defected from Tanga Tanga or not is not the point. The point is that many from the Tanga Tanga brigade, especially from the mountain, will, as I have said repeatedly, finally come back home. They will finally face Mount Kenya. When I said this will happen, that many of the politicians within the Tanga Tanga movement that come from the Mount Kenya region will finally face Mount Kenya, many people thought what I meant was Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, son of the burning spear, will go on top of Mount Kenya and tell his people, Adoito, please face here. No, he was not going to climb the mountain and call upon people, call out the people to come to Mountain Kenya or to face Mount Kenya. There were going to be a series of things that will be done, a series of moves. And I was trying to open people's eyes to see that there is going to be stuff happening. Things are going to happen. And you can see, before the son of Jomo even removes the Njora that he talked about at some point here at State House, guys are already trembling. That is going to happen. People are going to face Mount Kenya. But before we face Mount Kenya, let's face Kirinyaga. What has happened to Anne Waiguru? Why has such a luminary been impeached? People are asking, Anne Waiguru, so close to power, so powerful herself, actually until only recently, the leading light in the BBI from Mount Kenya, a person who seems set to represent Mount Kenya on the BBI table. What has happened? Why was she impeached? Could it be she was so unpopular? Yesterday, I talked to one senior leader from Kirinyaga, and he told me, yes, this lady is so unpopular, it can't be me, it can't be who, it can't be Kibicho, it is just that she's unpopular. Could that be the case? I don't come from Kirinyaga, I don't know. Could it also be that the senator wants his seat? Maybe, maybe not. Could it be the women rep, the billionaire Grisha wants Anne's job, and therefore she's tying trouble for Anne? Maybe, maybe not. Could it be Kibisho, the powerful PS, who wants Anne's job, and therefore brewing trouble for her? Maybe, maybe not. But that's not what I want to look at. Any of those could be the reason, but I very much doubt. What I want to bring out, in a more generic sense, is that we are going to see a lot of these things happening. Uhuru and Raila went hunting. They have surrounded the animal. I'm not quite seeing it where they are. They are a little far from me. Either the animal is down or is about to fall. The moment they fail the animal, if they haven't done so, it's the time now for people to rush with their knives. And therefore, I want to advise some politicians to open some of their eyes, at least one if you have two. This is the season of thinning. The moment the animal is clear, the hunt is over, people must now reduce the number of people at table. Not everybody will be allowed to come near the animal with their blunt, rusty knives. Could it therefore be that since Uhuru had worked herself so high in BBI, that if you want to create room for somebody like Peter Kenneth perhaps, or somebody else, you will have to get rid of her. And this could be one of the ways. Or could it be that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta himself wants to represent central Kenya at the table? He wants a position of prime minister or something like that. And you begin by removing the wannabes, the pretenders to the throne. Could this be happening? If you use this by extension and move region by region, you could see it playing out. And those who don't understand, I want to help them to understand. Look at Ukambani, for example. There was a time the three governors seemed to have an onslaught against the Ukambani kingpin and people like Mudama. Could it be that at the table, since the Kamba is a big community, they had to be represented on this table? Could it be that to deal with that, you remove Kalonzo, for example, then remain with these small people? Small, when I say small, people don't understand. It is in some context where Raila and Uhuru are, and maybe Mudavadi or some. The rest are actually just small. You can't count Manyora. Me, I'm not even small. I'm just something else. So people should understand that. When you remove Kalonzo, for example, you are remaining with other people. You can tell Ngilu, continue, do your second term. This other chap, Alfred Mutua, we can make you a nice minister. You quickly are handling the table. If you go to Western, where I come from, and I had said I was not going back to Western, but I'm forced to go back to Western. Home is sweet. Let me tell my people in Western. That is the same thing that is happening. Because the Western people, the Luya, the Mlembe people, are many and populous. There must be one of them at table when things are being discussed and shared and distributed, or when somebody from there should be distributing them. You must do what is called thinning. This is the season of thinning because the animal has been surrounded or has been felled. So you see the things happening in Western. Because you have Oparanya, you have Eugene, you have Musalia Mudavadi, you have Wetangula, you must do thinning. And my people like Musalia Mudavadi must understand that on that table, and I've told many Kenyans, including my people from Western, the things are being decided on the BBI handshake table, at least for 2022. You can have your own designs and schemes, but not for 2022. This one, Uhuru has it sealed. It's done. It's gone. It doesn't mean you can't think about future. It doesn't mean you can't fight within BBI. You can be there and be the presidential candidate. But that is where the power is. And I want to repeat this. No politician in this country, the big known politicians, the vigogos of this country, none of you can operate outside the handshake. You will not survive. By 2022, you'll be limping. I have said this. And I've said repeatedly now, and I think I'm saying for the last time, only one politician in this country can survive outside the handshake. Outside BBI, William Samoei Ruto. And even for him, it is becoming hot. You can see the Christian going to village elders, going to clan elders to have some things performed. I don't know how they were performed. I'm also a traditionalist. I don't know what the Talai clan were doing. But he's forced to go there because things are tough, even for him. When I said Gideon Moy will begin coming slowly, slowly, you can see he's going to save his own turf in Rift Valley. Things are tough, but him can survive outside BBI. Mudavadi will not at all. And therefore you must understand what people like Atwoli are saying. People like Atwoli are saying, since BBI is the only thing, since we are a populace from Western, and we have to be there to be given a big thing, to claim our share of a big thing, or to be the ones running the country in 2022, we cannot afford to be away from that table. So when I see my clansmen, my kinsmen, running around like headless chicken, trying to do all manner of things, people like Moses Watangula must understand the season of thinning and harvesting for Uhuru includes harassing serious politicians so that after you have been harassed out of Ford Kenya, you'll be happy to repossess your party. You are naked and cold. You'll be happy when they throw a shirt at you because of the cold, even if it is dirty and not fitting. Because you are already in the cold, you will not even now want to claim a stake at the table in 2022. You'll be lucky you have survived, people like Mudavadi. So take the cue, my people from Western Kenya. This is what is happening. Get on that table, because to be away from that table is a waste of time. You will not survive in an arrangement where you think you can team up with, say, William Ruto. That is an act of desperation. Because if you look at the two press conferences, at the two meetings Mudavadi has held, he's being franked and beefed by all these Tanga Tanga young chaps. That shows you are almost desperate, Musalia Mudavadi. Go where men are and claim your stake. And remember, when the season of harvest is over, when Uhuru has harvested all he needs, when the thinning is over and you have been sidelined, you will watch from far as the cooking continues in the kitchen. You will only see the smoke. In your language, you say, Mukisegese. You will see smoke coming through the Kisegese. But what's going on in the house, you will not know. So I want people to use this Waruguru thing. Never mind what will happen. Whether she will be impeached in Senate or not is not the case. In a generic sense, it is symbolic of what's going to happen in this country. The season of thinning, the season of scaring, the season of ensuring people will be happy to just survive. To just survive. You will not have a claim to anything else. And therefore, the people like from my own place, the Luya Nation, the leaders from the Luya Nation, I am advising you, smell the coffee, look at the wall, read the writing on the wall, fight within BBI. I am saying this because I am sure, not because of anything. I keep advising people that this thing is a done deal. Get in. Fight from in. You could get a space there. But from outside, you'll just be like fish out of water, which is not good for a community. Finally, I must commend the Lady Kate for talking about unity. This is a time we need unity, more than ever before as a country. Let's go into 2022 as a united people. It doesn't mean uniformity. It means unity. One country, one people, one future. That's what we must fight for.